Jim and I had a good conversation this week, and it was really fun. We talked about something that's a common problem in the industry, and that's one, people moving forward. And people here I know are doing something because you guys are here and you're plugging in. But I want to cover something that ties into what Duncan's video is about today. And we want to talk about a DMO, a daily method of operation. You know, if we're going to build wealth step by step and we're going to do this team synergy, we need a daily method of operation, and you should have a plan of what you're going to do daily to work your business, because it's your business and you want to take action every day. Duncan's video was all about postcards, and he's come up with this simple 50, where if we could do 50 a month each person, that's a great way to start building your business. Now that's 12 postcards a week maybe, or 50 a month, something like that. But people don't get the real concept behind this is when you're doing, say, just 10 cards a week. It seems like not much, you don't get response, but then when you have one person join you, now there's 20 postcards a week going out in your group. If that's the method of operation you're going to use, you've got 20 a week. And then if both of you find somebody, now there's 40. People don't understand in this industry, you have to stick around, you have to keep working, because as you do, you will find other like-minded people that understand consistent and persistent is going to get you where you need to go. You have to keep doing something. I do something every day. If you want to take postcards and make that your only thing and do it weekly or monthly, that's fine. But I always tell people have some sort of daily method of operation to move your business forward. Now, this is a $1 million business. This thing, when this matrix fills, is $300,000 a month. That's easily $1 million business. We need to treat it like $1 million business. So when you have somebody who calls you or wants to get in touch with you, you should call them back right away. $1 million business owner would call somebody, would get on the phone. If you're afraid to talk to somebody, reach out to Duncan, myself, or one of the other team leaders. We'll be happy to call the person for you and have a discussion with them, get to know them, because that's really all we're doing is getting to know people and teaming up as a team to do this together so we're not alone. Welcome to the new people just showing up. We're talking about doing something daily for your business. There's somebody with some dogs.
Yeah.
But when you do a daily method of operation, some people get wrapped around the axle. I'm going to mute you there for a minute there. There, you're muted for a minute there, Duncan, until your dog settles down. But when you do something daily, and I say something daily for promoting your business, not just, I had a guy talk to one, he goes, well, I do something every day. I'm always writing emails and building my autoresponder, and that's great. But that is not a lead producing daily method of operation. One of the things I do every day is on Facebook, I go into the groups I belong to, and I'll just see who the members are that have their follow button there, and I'll follow them. And these people will go right to my profile and usually follow me back or send me a friend request, and I've made a connection. It's an attraction marketing method I use where people find me. I just follow them. I don't request friends with anybody on Facebook. I just go find their follow button, and I follow the leaders in these groups. And they will come back, they'll look at my profile, and if they like me, they'll do a friend request, and then we start a conversation together, either via messenger or on phone. And we do things like that. And I do that every day. I follow 10 people a day. So I always have somebody new reaching out as a friend request. So I always have somebody new that and when we start the message, it's not me trying to sell them. It's just, hey, thanks for friending me. I see we're in the same industry. Just getting to know people. And I just go from there. And eventually I find out what he does. He finds out what I do. And we might not connect on something, but down the road, maybe we team up and he comes over to Team Synergy. It's something I do every day. I also click for credits. I do 3 different traffic exchanges. I do SafeList. Every morning I start out, I'm a crazy man. I start out at 3 in the morning. I get up, I click for credits. I get all that stuff out of the way so I know it's done for the day, because it's tedious. It's not something I like to do, but I do it because that's my first thing. Then I walk the dog. Then I still have a day job I go to. I come home from the day job. I spend another hour sending out advertisements to those ones I clicked for credits. I also send out ads to my list because I use a capture page and I build my list. I call people through the day. I have a job that allows me to break free from it. And I call people and talk to people throughout the day and try to bring them either to the Zoom or to the corporate call or just talk to them myself. And this is my daily method of operation. And I work every day. Some days I try to back it down a little bit, just so I have time for my family. My wife she says, you work too much, and she might be right, but the point being is a daily method of operation. Find something that you like to do, or are you willing to do, and spend an hour or two a day promoting your business. And if there's things you're weak on, reach out to Duncan and I, and we can help you out. I'm glad Trey's on here. Trey, he's a postcard, I guess I'd call him a guru. I've seen some of what he's done, and he's really, really got this thing nailed down. So it's going to help the team. And this is part of what team synergy is leaders coming into this group so we can help other people find a way of promoting. There are so many ways to promote your business. I'm right now going through a TikTok tutorial on how to promote on TikTok. I don't like TikTok. I've looked at TikTok and I think the people are goofy on there. I'm sorry if you're on it, and I'm not picking on you particularly, but I can link my YouTube channel to TikTok. It's one of the few I can do that. So I'm going to start making videos on TikTok. So they'll link right to my YouTube channel. Once you get 1,000 followers on TikTok, then you can put your link on TikTok. So I'm learning it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to shoot a TikTok video today. I have no idea what it's going to be, but I'm always learning a new way to promote. I don't stick with one. I tell people when you're new, find one. Find one you can do daily, weekly, something. Get a schedule for your business and stick to it. And in time, it will grow. Now, I know in the early days, like I said with the postcards, if you're doing 10 a week, it's going to be very slow in the beginning. And here's the problem with a lot of network marketing. People quit. They quit too soon before they get that traction. They might get one or two, and those people quit, and then they get discouraged and they're off to something shiny. Plugging into the team, plugging in here, you hear this, that it does take time. You will have people quit, but you'll keep refreshing, and eventually you'll meet like-minded people. These Zooms started out with just me and Duncan. Now we've filled the page and we're growing every week on these Zooms, and it's exciting to see more and more people come in. Plus, we're finding more and more experienced people to help all of us, because Trey, you're going to teach me things I don't know. And Jim, I'm sure you know things I don't know. And there's people that will come into this team that just makes our team stronger. We'll be the biggest team, well, step by step. I think we might already be there, but we are going to continue to stay that at the top of it. And one of the advantages of being a great team is the owner, Adam, takes notice, and then our voices get heard. So that's one of the beauties of being professional and being a big team. Duncan, I'm going to unmute you. So I think you're already unmuted.
I'm unmuted. I took control of the beasts.
You got something you want to add this morning?
Well, we were talking about the whole, so basically the postcard, I think that what I'm going to kind of brand it as is Simply 50 postcard system. I'm actually working on a splash page right now that's going to kind of promote that. And I guess what people have to understand is I've run the numbers. It costs around $33 to send 50 postcards a month. If that's all you do is send 50 postcards a month, and then somebody in your organization referral that you get sends 50 postcards a month, and even if you don't get one, if that person gets one and that person sends 50 postcards a month, I mean, it's just it is really just going to add up. And soon, if you have 10 to 20 people doing this, you're going to have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 postcards going out on your entire team's behalf. And so it reaches a point where it doesn't matter who gets a referral. It's coming back to you, period. That's the way it is.
One of the things I like to tell people, and in network marketing, this is especially true. What if you had to work a whole year at doing this and you made nothing, but on that 13th month, your check jumped to $20,000 a month? Would it have been worth it? And most people tell me, well, yeah. I'm like, well, then why are you quitting? Stick around, because that's what happens. It takes time for these things to grow. Our team has gone over 100 already. No, we're not over 100 yet. We're about 50, I think, but we're going to get over 100. But the team keeps growing. And if I quit because I wasn't making what I was spending, I would have been out in the first 2 months. But here I'm watching the team grow. So I always tell people, you got to look at the long vision. You have to have a vision for your own business. You have to know why you're doing this. Why are you here? Now, I'm here because I'm getting up there. I'm 61, and I'm not prepared for retirement. I had kids late. They're in college. They're eating up a lot of money. I didn't do the right thing when I was in the military and putting money away. So I'm behind the 8 ball and I need another income because I really don't want to be a service manager when I'm 70. So that's my why. And I want more time with my wife. I want to travel with her when they open up the country again. But that's my why. I want to be able to do things. I don't want to be tied to a job because to me that's like being a well-paid slave. Pardon that expression, but if you're going to work every day, they control when you're there, when you can leave, when you can eat, when you can take a break, what you can wear, how you dress, how you look, how your hair cut. I don't worry about the hair part of it, but they control your life. And I don't like giving my life to somebody for 60 hours a week so I can just keep my kids in school. I want to control my own life. So that's my why. And you should take some time and sit and evaluate, why am I really doing this? Because I did a video on discouragement. You're going to get discouraged. It happens. You sit there and Tyler, he talked to me a while back and said, nothing's happening this week. And I said, I know, it was a real slow week. I didn't see much of anything either. But then all of a sudden things turn and you might have 5, 6 people opt in, people to call, people to talk to. And it happens. You just have to be consistent, persistent, know your why, stick to it, and then reach out for help if you need it and plug people in to the team because the more we plug in, the better we are. Anybody have any questions? I've kind of got on a soapbox there.
Hey, Bob.
Yes, Tyler.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, I talked to Peter again yesterday.
How's he doing?
Oh, he's doing fine. We've been talking a lot and stuff. I talked to him, and then he's gonna let me know when he's ready to get started and stuff. He's still trying to get a laptop and stuff. We had some good conversations and stuff.
Awesome. If you want a 3-way, call me or have me call him. I'd be happy to talk to him.
Yeah, he got to talk to Adam one day, and he said he had a good conversation with him. So.
And I will say, it's one of the things I really like about Wealth Step by Step. Almost everybody on here knows you can call Adam and he will talk to you. And I don't think that'll be like that when we start seeing 1,000, 2,000 people in this business, but he's getting to know us. So we have that direct line. That's a wonderful thing when you've got that open phone line. If there's a problem, you can take care of it for your team.
Right now, he's got a bit of a cold right now. So he's not, I guess he's not feeling too well, but yeah, when I talked to him yesterday, I was like, whoa, what's going on? So he has a bit of a cold that he's fighting through right now. So yeah.
We have a question?
That?
No question.
Sounded like somebody yawning.
So I am checking out a new funnel system right now that I'm trying to use to see how it works. And if it works, I'll share it with the team, but I'm testing it to see if it works for me. If it works for me, I'll let y'all know about it. So that's the way we do things. I'll put myself out there first and test it. And if it works, we'll share it. So,
right. Bob was saying about, sometimes things aren't, popping and happening every week. And I mean, it happens, you'll get people who, I don't know, if, for some reason they come in and maybe they don't have an idea about what really this is all about and what it takes and that kind of stuff. And they get discouraged really easily and really quickly that they don't have, 8, 9, 10 people in their organization the next month. And they go ahead and they go. And then that person probably joins another company and just runs that cycle, doesn't ever settle down and say, okay, I'm going to stick with this for a little while. And, really put some effort, listen to what people are telling me, do what's given to me, like we were saying, the postcard systems and the safe list, put an effort into that. And if you get opt-ins and that kind of thing, turn to us and ask us, what do I need to do to this opt-in? How do I need to respond to this opt-in? We have messages that you can send them, or we can contact them for you, that kind of stuff. We are definitely here for you. So the new people that are there, give it some time and just don't give up because your organization isn't blowing up in the next month.
Jim, I'm going to throw you under the bus. We had a conversation on the phone, and one of the things you said has been playing in my mind over and over. The 2 types of people that we run into in this industry. There's the get rich quick crowd, and then there's the serious ones. The serious people are going to tend to be the ones you're going to have to talk to. You're going to have a conversation with them. You're going to see if you can connect or not. The get rich quick, they're going to opt into your page, maybe get started, be around for a week or 2 and disappear. And those are the ones that do damage to the industry because we all know that this industry has a huge failure rate and the success rate is minimal. But if you look at the people that do succeed, they're the serious ones that get to work and stick with it. They're not those get rich quick ones. And they're a dime a dozen, because in the world today, we have everybody trying to get something for free. And unfortunately, we have to work for it. So it was a great conversation, because it is true. There are two types of people you're going to run into in this. You're going to run into the ones that they want to get rich quick and they want you to do everything for them. They don't want to do anything. And I'd rather they didn't even join, because I don't want to go through the hassle of seeing them come in, go out, and they show up for one meeting. And we have people that have joined that have never shown up for one Zoom, no phone call, and that's that type. I think the postcards might draw in more of the serious people if they just happen to take a look at it, because that is a good postcard. The safe list traffic exchanges, we got to sift through a lot of those get rich quick ones, because there are a lot of them out there. But yeah, it's kind of neat, because it's like, I never thought of it that way, but there's different categories of who we're targeting.
Right.
And the ones that are serious, you better be wanting to talk to them and connect with them.
Right. And Bob, when I was talking to we were even saying that so much of this industry is targeted towards get rich quick. I mean, you go out there and you see it all over the place, $1,000, $7,000 a month, $1,000 a day, that kind of stuff. Well, what do I, and then what are you going to blindly go in there and be like, okay, let's make $1,000 a day? If it was that simple, everybody'd be doing it and everybody'd be succeeding.
And I've joined some of those higher ticket affiliate programs, and I don't do it anymore, because I really found out I don't like them, for the main reason that, somebody says, well, you only have to find one person and you make $1,000, $3,000. And I've said this before, the problem with that is, yes, I can go out, I know how to market, I can do a video, I can promote something like that, and I could make that $1,000. The problem is that person that just joined with me, if they don't have my experience, they just spent $1,000, and I feel a lot of guilt that they're not getting anywhere, and I want to give their money back. But it's already been spent most of the time, so it doesn't go back. But I feel so bad for them, because I don't want them joining something that's going to break their leg, which is why step by step, because it's $35. I got time to train you. I've got time to work with you. I've got time to develop you into somebody that can do this without breaking your bank and feeling like you just put your last $1,000 out there. Because a lot of people that join these things, and Tyler, you said Peter is looking for a laptop possibly. So it sounds like he's somebody that doesn't have a lot of money to throw into an opportunity. So those high ticket ones, I really don't like them, because there's so much guilt. There's so many people get hurt by them. It's not worth having something like that in your portfolio. I prefer this lower price one. It takes more time, but the end result is a much more solid business, because we're all working together and we're all lifting each other up, and we're going to get there. We just got to keep being consistent and persistent. So,
Right. Hey, Tyler, this guy, Peter, do you have an idea about what kind of laptop is he looking for? Is he looking for just something to get on the internet, or is he looking to buy a new one? Anything like that? Do you know?
Well, he was saying he's looking to try to find for like 100 to 150 or something like that. He said he'd rather be doing, do business on the laptop instead of his his phone's messed up and starting to mess up on him or something.
So he's probably looking for something used then.
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you know if he's looking any places in particular? I mean, I know eBay's got some good, good stuff on there and good deals. Also, maybe some thrift stores or like computer repair shops would have some things like that for sale.
And Jim just put in their Chromebooks are pretty reasonable too, and they work well. So
Yeah,
I mean,
Chromebook.
there's
Right,
things
yeah,
out there for him to look at. And I mean, he can always, if he wants to start emailing some of us or calling us, we can point him in the right direction. And
Right,
get
yeah,
something
the
reasonable.
netbooks are good too, something like that.
Today was all about consistent, persistent, have a daily method of operation, get your schedule together. I'm a very scheduled person. It drives my wife nuts. I want things planned out. But if you get yourself on a schedule, you can keep things moving in the right direction. And I like to prioritize things, my A items, my B items, my C items. I rarely get to the D's, but eventually they might move up to the C and B items. I think I was telling Duncan that the other day. Eventually I got to get some of these D items and they got to move up, but they will as they become necessary. So are there any other questions today? We might be ending a little bit early and get to lunch.
Yeah, I had a couple leads reply to me. One of them replied to me, telling me thanks for me sharing my link with them. And another lead was telling me about their opportunity. They wanted me to send them they didn't want to opt into my capture page. They wanted to learn more about it. So I sent them the actual home page where you can go look at it. So
You will find the postcard, you will find if you send postcards, you'll get postcards back because there's a lot of reverse selling going on out there where people will basically opt into you to get in touch with you to try and sell you what they got. And that's where you have to have a belief in what you're doing and have your vision and your why. Because if you start falling into traps and going into other programs, you will never, ever, ever, you're just going to keep moving around. The only reason to ever switch a company, I think, is if the company's falling apart. And that does happen sometimes. There's my dog.
Right. Hey, Tracy,
Yes, can you hear me?
did you want, yeah, I can hear you. Did you want to pursue the postcards?
Yes, I think I do. I want to
do?
do that.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. All right. Well, then after we get off the call, I'll give you a call and we can kind of talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna ask you, Duncan, how much is it for the postcards? I know you told me about before.
Yeah, I will sell, well, hold on a second.
I think the cats are quieter. I saw your cat, Jim. I saw him go walking across there.
Yeah,
They're a lot quieter than my dog, boy. He blue heeler. He likes to voice his opinion.
she likes to type though on my keyboard, but yeah, she's quiet.
But yeah, Tyler, the postcards, 50 postcards, I think they're like $18.
Yeah, it's $18, and that if it's paid through PayPal, it's $20 because they charge a fee to transfer money and all that kind of stuff. But if you use a Cash App or if you use Zelle, then it's $18, and that includes the shipping, the 50 postcards, and 50 leads. Okay, and I'm trying to work something where I can maybe help with the postage also, but that's kind of in the works. And I might be able to save somebody maybe, I don't know, a couple dollars here and there on the postage they would use to send the postcards with.
Yeah, I'll get back with you when I'm ready to get some postcards. I'll get back in touch with you and let you know when I'm ready to get some.
Okay, and also
That'll be-
too, 50 postcards, the Simply 50 system, is designed for people that don't want to buy a bunch of postcards. But if somebody does want to buy 1,000, 2,000 postcards, then what we would do is I would just send you directly to where I buy them from and give you the username and password, show you what the postcards are, and then you can go ahead and order some. But what everybody needs to understand too is that once Trey has the system up and running, the whole postcard link is going to change. So it's going to be a link dedicated to the postcard system only, with your step-by-step referral number on it only. That's all it's going to be. It won't have your entire step-by-step web address anymore. Trey, what's the website again?
It's justdopostcards.info, www.
So it'll have justdopostcards.info on it, and then below it, it'll have a space for you to put your referral ID. That's all. Yep, I guess Bob's typing it in. So that's how that's going to be, and that we're still kind of ironing out the little things about it, and not really quite there yet. I figure in a couple of weeks, maybe hopefully at least within a month, it'll all be ready to go, and then that's going to kind of change over, and then from that point on, any postcards that are sold are going to be directed specifically to that site only.
Now, I said there's a lot of reverse marketing going on. If you do get junk mail that people are sending you can always send a postcard back to them too. So it saves you on the cost of buying your own leads too. And they're in the industry if they're sending you a postcard. So it goes back and forth. But yeah, the Just Do postcards looks like Trey's putting something together that's going to be a really good marketing system for us. Of course, that will be a paid system because you got to buy the cards, postage, and that. But I looked at that website, Trey. It's phenomenal. I see what you're doing, and you got it, man. I'm glad you're on the team because that is sharp. It's
Glad
gonna
to
be
be
fun.
here. Glad to be here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I may call that person later on today, the one that replied back to me about when I sent the link to tell me thanks. They gave me the phone number, so I may give them a call later on today.
Right.
So.
Also, Tyler, too, another thing is what you gotta think about it kind of outside the box about the postcard system too. This is a system that somebody can do with really, having a computer, it's nice to have a computer, but you could actually do the postcards and not have a computer.
It's Our team is all about all the different ways we
Yeah.
can promote, and we're just
We're
gonna
there.
keep finding new systems and new ways to market.
Yeah, I mentioned that to Peter too. Also, there's that option too for postcards. See if he wanted that option too also when he's ready to get started. So.
Right, yeah, and let them know, you know, that it's $18, $20 for PayPal, and that includes the postcards and the leads. And right now I have like one postcard that we usually have 3 that I've designed, but I have one of them that I have right now to sell. So that's it from me.
Well, if we don't have any other questions, I'm gonna close it down, have some lunch, and do a TikTok video.
Hey, Robert, just us, Jim here.
Yes,
Just like one of the things that we were talking about, like being motivated, because a lot of people do quit when they don't get the results right away. And I'm sure you'll have training on this, but it really is about following the process, your daily because when you follow the process, when you get done with it, that's where the motivation comes in, because you've done the work, and at the end of the day, you feel good that I did something today. The key is to keep just doing it every single day, regardless of the results, because the results will come, And one of the things that I do that I learned to do, and probably everybody else knows about, but they don't do it all the time, is when you need to be motivated, instead of get it down on yourself, call the upline, get motivated, remember what your why is. And what I also do is, I was told, this is way years ago with cassettes, is push play. So in other words, find whatever motivational, whether it's on YouTube or whatever, or a podcast, one that you like, that that motivates you. When you feel down, you go, you hit play, and I guarantee you, when you get done with it, you'll realize your mind can't look at 2 different things. While it focuses on the negative, that's what you're going to get, more negative, right? So you hit push play, and all of a sudden it takes you out of that mindset, and you're into where you belong, and that and then you get on the phone or you do what you have to do. But calling up line, I think, is important. So I think a combination of both of those. But push, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, can't get a hold of you, push play. You can't sleep. Find something that you like, and you'll be fine.
I went to YouTube and typed in short motivational videos. You'd be amazed at the good stuff that comes up and gets you ready for the day. And you're right about just doing what you have to do. That's why I do that clicking for my credits every morning first thing, because when I do get it done, I know I got it done, and I feel good about my day. If that's done, I checked it off. My business is running. And man, so true, so true. Thanks.
Thanks, Jim. Hi, Barbara.
Hey, you leaving?
I think we're all getting ready to call it lunchtime. Anyway, thanks so much, Jim. That's spot on. It's great.
Nice to meet you, Jim.
Same here, everybody.
There's that cat.
Just
You
in
guys
time,
have a
right?
great
He's
Saturday.
gonna dust the computer screen.
He's like, get off, feed me.
We'll talk to you all later.
All right.
Great call today.
Everybody have a good day and be safe when
You
you're out
too.
and about.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.